Alright, so I'm probably not really gonna go that much into all of it because there's already like so many videos of people talking about this. So, I'm just gonna talk about some of the stuff that I want to talk about. But yeah, I'm sure you already know the basic of this thing anyways. 'Cause there's plenty of videos that are being posted about it. I mean, not every YouTuber, of course, is posting about it. I do wish some other, like, bigger YouTubers talked about it. Like, some big YouTubers talked about it, but not all of them, and I wish more of them did. But, you can't really control other people, you know? You can't just force them to do what you want, so, you know, you can wish they did this or that, but, like, you can't force them to do it, so it is what it is, I guess. But YouTube is doing some bullshit again, of course. And they're doing it with AI garbage. And, I'm pretty sure in a few other videos I've talked about how I do not like AI. AI is not great for the environment and it's not very smart. Like, I mean, I wouldn't call myself very smart either, but, like, AI is pretty fucking stupid. So, you know, but yeah, they want to use AI to see if you are over 18, even though children could easily bypass that. Also, the AI is just gonna probably end up thinking adults are kids when they're not, based on certain things, because they're like, oh, hey, the AI is gonna, like, detect if you're a child based on these things, or detect if you're an adult based on these things, and yeah, it's not really 100% reliable. Like, already AI isn't 100% reliable, but then the way it sounds like they're gonna make this work doesn't sound very reliable either. Um, and this already exists in some places, and it's already doing stupid shit in some places. Um, and I mean, their AI system is bad at doing other things too. Like, it'll demonetize people for some of the stupidest things, or it'll give you a violation for doing one thing when it wasn't even that thing. Like, that thing that they're giving a violation to, or they're giving this person or that person a violation for this thing even though it's not even close to being this thing, and it's kind of just like, bitch, what? So yeah, this doesn't seem very reliable. um like, I guess if you watch videos or search for something that is meant for kids, then it's gonna push you towards being a kid user. And it's just like, that doesn't sound very reliable. That doesn't sound like a good, like, system to detect if someone's a kid or not. Because, like, even if the thing is made for kids, there's still plenty of adults who want to go back and watch something that was from their childhood. Like, you have nostalgia for this or that show, or this or that toy, or whatever, and then you go looking for it on YouTube. You want to watch, like, I don't know, like maybe old cartoons or like old commercials of said thing. And, you go watch it. Sometimes those videos might be set for kids or whatever, and YouTube might mark you as a child for that, even though the said thing was made in like the early 2000s or maybe the 90s or something, and all of us who were kids in the early 2000s or in the late 90s or whatever are all adults now. And it's just like, or, maybe some people, I'm bad at math, but maybe some people in the early 2000s aren't completely adults yet, but for people like me who were born in 2001, we're in our 20s now. Like, if I go looking for a show or a toy from my childhood that was like in the early 2000s, they might mark me as a child for that. And it's just like, bitch, I'm almost 24 years old. I turned 24 in like, what, 3-ish, 4-ish months, give or take a few, like, days or weeks or whatever. It's like, bro. Also, they want you to verify if you're an adult, and it's like, the way that they want you to verify if you're an adult is some of the weirdest shit. Like, don't don't put your stuff out there. Don't put that stuff out there. Like, bro. Like, I'm sure you already know the methods that they have to be like, oh, confirm if you're an adult or not. And it's just like, no. Like, that's, bro. Like, I mean, the selfie thing or whatever seems less invasive, but it's still kinda sus because not everyone wants to even just put their face out there. Like, there's faceless YouTubers for a reason. Like, not all of us want to put our face out there. So we do videos like this, or we just play video games or whatever, and it's just like, you know, we don't need a camera or anything. We just play the game or talk with some background thing or whatever, and that's kind of that. So, you know, but like the other two things that they have for that are just like a big fucking no. Don't do that. Don't do those methods. Like that's just no. But yeah, I also kind of wanted to talk about like how you can maybe uh avoid getting marked as a kid if this is still going through in a lot of places. Again, it's gone through in a few places already, and it's gonna come into like other places, and I'm sure it's gonna keep going into other places, and more places will probably have it. So I guess this video is for that, or this part of the video is for that. But yeah, so I guess if you want to avoid the AI thinking you're a child is probably just don't watch videos that are meant for kids. Like, especially if it's marked for kids, that's a big one where you're probably gonna want to avoid that. Um, and like you could even make a separate channel maybe to try to like have that be for like watching videos that are like kitty or whatever, or what the AI thinks is kitty. So, cartoons, even if they were from your childhood, like 20 plus years ago, like, you know, just better safe than sorry, I guess, and just like watch them on a different channel than from your main one. And then also, you could probably just start watching videos that are like more for older audiences. Like, if you're into true crime, then you can probably go watch true crime stuff, or go watch stuff that's related to like TV shows and movies that are for older people. Like top 10 moments from this TV show that's like rated MA or something, or whatever, 18 plus TV show. Like, I don't know, It's Always Sunny, for example. Um, that one's for adults, obviously. But yeah, you could watch something that has to do with something like that. I guess age restricted videos, you could try to find videos that are age restricted and then watch those too. I know some of my videos are age restricted for some, like one of them I don't even fucking know why. Like I did put a swear word in the title, but then I changed it so it wouldn't have, like it would be like an altered spelling of said swear word and it's still age restricted. So I guess they still didn't like it. So, you know, whatever, I guess. So like that one's age restricted that has a swear word in the title and the description, but then that one, like it's a Red Dead Redemption video that has that and it's age restricted. But then the one Red Dead video that I have that has, a certain part in it where two people are doing an adult act on a table, that one I don't think is age restricted. Which is so weird. Like, they can do the adult activity on a table, but then I put a swear word in the title and that's a no. Like, what? It doesn't make any sense. I was for sure that, like, that video with the adult activity on the table, I was sure that one would get age restricted, but then the one gets age restricted instead just because there's a certain word in the title and the description. Yeah, I don't know. And then like Outlast Whistleblower, I wanted to play that, and that's probably not going to come out for a little bit because I want to have spoopy games more for like Halloween time, so that's probably just going to stay for October. Um, the other videos were fine, but then like I mean, I'm not surprised that the one part got it age restricted because, the character that you play as, kind of slightly spoilers for Outlast Whistleblower, but he ends up with no clothes on and you can see, you know, his shit. So, you know, that is obviously gonna get age restricted, but then the other videos about that game don't get age restricted, even though there's a lot of swearing and there's a lot of blood and gore in that game, so I'm kind of like surprised that some of the other ones didn't get age restricted either. So I would have to age restrict them myself, which I might actually do. So yeah, I guess if you want to watch those videos like Red Dead Redemption and Outlast, then you can watch those to avoid that too. But yeah, just like try to, I guess, I don't know. I feel like this whole system is going to actually encourage people to watch shit that's not meant for kids and do more videos that's not meant for kids. I actually kind of considered making more videos that's not really for kids. Like, kind of push the system a little bit, which I guess I'm kind of doing with Red Dead and Outlast already, so, you know, I'm kind of pushing the limit on the system a little bit, I guess. But, I guess if you can try to avoid quote unquote kid stuff on your main channel, and then I guess make a second channel just for viewing stuff that's quote unquote for kids or whatever, then, that's the one idea that I think would actually work well. Um, Also, I just like, why do people think the internet is basically a daycare? Like, back when I was a kid, there was always stuff about, like, oh, be careful on the internet. There's people trying to scam you and people trying to prey on you and do all this stuff. And, there's people trying to target other people for this, that, and whatever. But then now it's like, oh yeah, kids, here you go. Here's an iPad with unlimited internet access, and you can watch whatever the fuck you want. And there's a lot of weird ass shit on YouTube. So, like, why the fuck are you letting children watch random ass YouTube videos? Like, I remember when I was a kid watching YouTube or on other platforms even, and I saw some fucked up shit. You can literally go on the internet and see dead bodies. Like, and it's not even fictional dead people, it's real dead people. Yet, YouTube is getting bonked for this. or it's not even just YouTube getting bonked for this, it's the users that are getting bonked for this. Like, bitch, what? And they're putting in the stupidest system ever. They're not even fixing the actual problem. They're putting all of this shit on their users. It's like when the COPA thing happened. It's like, oh yeah, you can mark it as for kids or not mark it as for kids, and then whatever. It's like, why are you putting this all on the user? Shouldn't you be taking care of the fucked up shit on your platform? I see, like, I have ad block on my computer, so, I don't have to see ads on my computer all the time. But when I use the mobile app, I don't have an ad block on there. And I end up seeing literal, like, porn ads on there. It's like, anime, anime titties and stuff. I'm an adult, so whatever. But, like, a kid's probably gonna see that. Also, people have reported said ads for, like, explicit content, and then they see the ad like a week later or a couple days later, and it's just like, hello? YouTube allows anime boobs in ads because, the ads pay YouTube to put the ad on there, so it's like, obviously, like, YouTube has to know that these ads are on there. And it's like, bro, you allow that, but you don't allow people to say fuck. Like, I did see something about how we can maybe swear in the first however many seconds of a video now and you won't get demonetized. I mean, I don't have to worry about that because I'm not monetized, but, a lot of other people have been complaining about getting demonetized just because they said a little no-no word in the front of a video or at the start of a video, and it's like, bro, you can have anime boobs in an ad, but you can't say shit, fuck, or damn at the start of a video. Or, you can't. I mean, well, obviously, excessive swearing is gonna get you bonked, but, you know, they had it where you couldn't swear in the first, like, I don't know, 7 seconds or some shit, or maybe 30 seconds. I don't remember. The number wasn't completely 100% known because it was kind of all over the place, but yeah, I just, this whole thing's kind of a mess. I mean, this video is also kind of a mess. I'm just, this videos like this for me are just for me to ramble and bullshit and whatever, and maybe people can talk about it in the comments if they want to and whatever. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe if YouTube actually gets an actual competitor, then we can move over there or some shit. A lot of people are talking about boycotting, where they are going to not use YouTube when this happens in whatever place that they're talking about. But yeah, like, people are just gonna, like, leave and not do anything. And also, people are talking about getting physical media of stuff, especially with, like, because there's shit about Spotify. So, like, YouTube has it where they'll just mark you as a kid if they think you're a kid, even though you're an adult. They'll still bonk you for whatever reasons. But then Spotify will delete you from their platform if you don't give them a valid thing. And it's just like, bitch, what? You're just gonna delete people for not proving how old they are? Like, that's so fucking stupid. So, get physical music, I guess. Make Take your playlist from Spotify and remake it on a different platform, cuz you know. I mean, like, I was going to say SoundCloud could maybe work, but not all songs are available on SoundCloud. Um, Maybe you can do stuff on YouTube playlists for songs, but like, again, YouTube's also going to not be that great for shit either, so, you know, it really depends. If we can find like a better music thing that doesn't do this shit, then great. Maybe Pandora, but I didn't really like Pandora back when I used it, because then I thought Spotify was a little bit better, or some other music app was a little bit better, so yeah, I don't know. I guess if there's a different music app we could use that's like free streaming or something, then cool, but yeah, I don't know. But yeah, get physical music if you can. I've been looking at like secondhand places for like CDs and movies and stuff. Like I would say, yeah, like most of my movies and CDs are secondhand. Also books. If you want books, oh, like I would say most of my books are secondhand. So, you know, it's pretty cool to find secondhand stuff for cheap as fuck. So, you know, we just need to find other ways to, entertain ourselves. I feel like a lot of people are kind of dependent on YouTube, so maybe this is a good thing. We're just gonna leave the internet to be full of bots and shit. Like, YouTube is literally full of bots, and they're not doing anything about it, but then they see that children are watching certain videos, and they're like, yeah, we're just gonna fuck this up for everyone, and whatever. Like, instead of actually fixing the problem, they're just gonna make it everything worse. Like, yeah, children shouldn't really be watching certain stuff, but, like, you're not going about it the right way to stop children from watching that stuff. So, you know, bro. It's like YouTubers are not your babysitters. We did not sign up to take care of your children. We are not here to watch out for your children. Also, it's like whatever happened to YouTube Kids? Like, did YouTube just completely forget about YouTube Kids? And it's like YouTube as a platform wasn't really meant to be 18 plus. Like isn't on like the App Store, isn't it like 13 plus? Like most apps, I'm pretty sure are like 13 plus, which I mean, I don't know if teenagers should really be on certain platforms either, but like a lot of platforms have it where they're listed as 13 plus. So, bruh, like small children should not be on here anyways. Like it's kind of just fucking stupid. Like you're putting all this shit on your users instead of actually doing anything. Also, the parents are putting all their shit onto the internet, even though the internet isn't really a safe place for children in the first place. It's like you're the one that had kids, not me. Like why the fuck should I take care of your kids when I didn't sign up for this? I didn't sign up to take care of your kids, so why the fuck do I have to take care of your kids? I'm not here to watch out for them. Like, sure, your kids shouldn't be in danger and shouldn't be whatever with certain things, but like, I'm not gonna control your kids. Like, I can't stop them from watching my videos, you know? Like, I'm gonna say all the swear words I want. Like, I'm not just gonna be like, oh, I can't say anything because a child might be watching. Like, I don't give a fuck. They can get the fuck off my channel. They can go to the hell somewhere else. They're not welcome here. Like, I just. Like, if you don't want your kids hearing me swear or seeing me play all these different games, then go take them somewhere else. Don't have them on the internet. Don't give them free fucking range on the internet. Also, whatever happened to restricted mode? On YouTube, restricted mode is the easiest fucking thing to like turn on or off or whatever. It's like you can easily turn restricted mode on and off if you want to. Like I just bro, whatever happened to that? There are literally parental controls you can turn on for like, different apps and different systems and stuff. Like I'm pretty sure there's parental controls for different users that you can put on for like Netflix, and if you're on the PlayStation, I'm pretty sure there's like parental controls on that. Different parental controls on like computers and stuff. Like you can literally block certain apps and certain websites on your computer if you don't want your children to go on them and see them. Also, why are these laws or whatever, these rules, being put on like Spotify? Like, Spotify is just music. Like, sure, they have some explicit shit on there, but like, it's fucking music. But then YouTube also, like, already YouTube doesn't allow, like, I mean, they say they don't allow, like, adult stuff and whatever, even though they have the big titty anime ads on here. But then they're not doing these laws for like, actual adult sites where adults are doing adult things. It's like, why the fuck are we doing these things here and there but not over there? Like I don't I see people saying like, oh, YouTube and Spotify are whatever, we have to protect children on here, but then actual porn sites aren't being targeted. Like, I mean, I've seen some things be like, oh yeah, we need to target these sites, but then they don't, I don't know, like other places aren't doing it, but then some places are doing it. I don't fucking know anymore. But it's a fucking mess. But yeah, don't give YouTube your personal shit. Like, it's personal for a fucking reason. Don't don't post that shit. Like, even though they say they'll delete it after a while, can you really trust that they'll delete it? Like, also, what about those of us, like, who are adults but don't look or sound like adults? Like, I'm almost 24 in a few months, but, I'm autistic and I'm trans, so I look and kind of sound younger than I am. So, like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Like, I've seen so many other trans people and autistic people talking about this, being like, hey, I look and maybe even sound younger than I am. What the fuck am I supposed to do? Also, a lot of us that are autistic and maybe ADHD or something, a lot of people have ADHD and autism because, they kind of overlap and stuff. But, like, a lot of us like things that are quote unquote for kids. So it's like, what the fuck are we supposed to do? Like, I have a few channels that I watch that talk about like toys and stuff and cartoons and whatever other TV shows that I watched as a kid. And, I've also watched like My Little Pony related stuff because I grew up with My Little Pony and that's a nostalgic thing for me. And Gen 4 started when I was a kid and ended when I was an adult because that went on for like 10 years. So, like, am I going to be marked for a kid or as a kid just because of My Little Pony, even though that Gen 4 lasted a whole fucking decade from when I was a kid till I was an adult? Like, bitch. Hello? Also, what about cartoons that are meant for adults? Like, there are animated shows that are for adults. Like, are those even safe from being marked as kids by the AI shit? Like, what is going to really truly be marked as for kids, like, by the AI? Like, sure, the videos that are, like, marked as for kids are gonna be targeted by the AI thing, but then what about other videos that aren't? Like, is the AI going to be biased towards certain things? just because it has certain things in like the title, the thumbnail, the tags, the description, all that. Like, what is really going to be counted as a kids thing that will get you flagged as a child? Like, bro, it's just like they seem to be a bit vague on some of this shit. Like, I just, like, what about, a lot of anime? Like, sure, there's, like, anime that's meant for kids, but a lot of the anime that I've watched is, like, TV 14 up or even adult, and it's kind of just like, is that even safe? Just because it's animated? Or, like, what about all of those Minecraft videos? Like, I've been doing some Minecraft mod videos lately. Like, is that gonna make it so the AI thinks someone's a kid just because they watch Minecraft? Or what about, like, Roblox? Like, Minecraft and Roblox are E for everyone, so, and they're very popular with kids, but they're also pretty popular with adults, so also like Sims. Sims is pretty cartoony, but it is T for teen, because there is some, like, stuff in there that's kind of a little more for older-ish people, and it's kind of just like, is Sims gonna be counted as a kid's thing just because it's kind of cartoony and silly and whatever? And the AI is probably gonna just look at like one little thing and be like, oh yeah, it's for kids, even though it's literally T for teen, and you can literally make your Sims fuck, you know? So, like, can it really be counted as for kids if they're fucking in the game? I don't know. It's just so weird. And it's like, if some games are gonna be marked as for kids, what other games are gonna be marked as for kids? Like, what's gonna qualify a game being marked as for kids? Like, there's obviously some games that are very obviously for kids, but then other games, like, I don't know, I guess Sims, again, as an example, it's still kind of like cartoony and kind of silly and cutesy a bit, and then it's like, but then you can do all these things that is kind of adult in the game. It's like, what the fuck are we supposed to do then? I don't know, but yeah, I kind of wanted to add my own thing to this, and I also want more people to talk about this just because this is such a whatever thing, and, um, hopefully nothing much happens like with Copa. Like, Copa was kind of a big problem back when people were freaking out about it, but it seems like Copa hasn't really actually done too much. I don't know. Like, there was a whole thing of like, oh, if you don't comply with the COPA stuff, you're gonna be fined like a shit ton of money, and people were freaking out about that. But I don't know if anyone has, like, I haven't seen anything about people being fined for it. So hopefully that's not actually a problem then. I might have to look it up. I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it, but hopefully it's not really a problem. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like this is gonna be a problem though. Even though the Copa shit wasn't as much of a problem. Like, looking back on the Copa thing, I feel like people were really freaking out about it, and not too much stuff happened, I guess, it seems like. But then this seems like a problem because it's AI, and people are probably gonna get falsely accused of being a child when they're not. And it's just like, bitch, what the fuck? But yeah, I just wanted to kind of ramble about this. This video is really long, so I should probably end it now. So yeah, anyways, I guess bye, and I guess put in the comments what you think about this and like what you think will save you from being marked as a child when you're not a child. Also, kids are gonna get around this anyways, so like it's like kids always find a way around things, so I don't fucking get why they think this is gonna work. Like, bro. But anyways, I guess that's it. So, bye.